that I'm kind of fond of JD's sauces. And I actually, for the top 5 best sauces of 2009, I gave your Cayenne Habanero Triple Extra Hot. It was one of my top 5 products for 2009. And now at this show. Well, first of all, first things first. While I play with this on the side here, tell us a little bit about what got you into the hot sauce business.
Well, I went to school in upstate New York back in the 70s, and buffalo wings kind of hit the scene back then, and it was pretty crazy. I fell in love with them. Never really ate a lot of spicy food as a kid, and just fell in love with wings. And back in the 70s, early 80s, you couldn't find hot sauce like you can today.
Right.
So I kind of came up with a wing sauce, hot wing sauce that I used for grilling, and just never thought about selling it. Just loved to cook, loved to grill, and it just worked out pretty well.
That's awesome.
And then over the years, I started traveling a little bit with work, and people, I'd bring a quart bottle or whatever to a party, barbecue, and everybody's like, you got to sell this stuff. So about 4 or 5 years ago, I had an opportunity at a home show in Anaheim, California, to sell the sauce through a friend of mine. He had a booth there and brought a bunch of cases and sold the cases in just a couple hours. And I was like, wow, I got something here. So it worked out pretty well. I formed AllSpiceCafe, and there's not a cafe yet. Hoping the cafe will be there one year down the road.
Yeah.
I love spicy food, so the whole concept of AllSpiceCafe would be that every menu item would have spice in it, not necessarily for heat, but for flavor and plenty of heat if you want it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So this is kind of an exciting year for you because you're debuting a host of new products.
This year we came out with 6 new products, which we've got here on the table. A couple of spicy popcorns that my good friend and partner in AllSpiceCafe, John Lesko, developed these over the last year. And it's a caramel popcorn with one with habanero and one with the Bhut Jolokia, the ghost pepper popcorn. And they're really delicious. And we did a bunch of test batches for places I do tastings at over the last year, and everybody's like, you either have to give us the recipe or you have to make this a new product.
Yeah, I can actually remember I was at a show. John is like at every show that I go to,
right,
which is saying something because I go to a lot of food shows. And I remember a few months back, John walks up and he has a little Ziploc bag and he goes, "Hey man, try these. Tell me what you think." And I'm like, "What in the heck is this?" And he's like, "Top secret prototype. Here, just try it." I tried them and I went, "Okay." Whenever you guys release that,
it's been very well received at the show. I mean, everybody loves it. The thing about the caramel corn is that the sugar in the caramel masks the heat at first, so you don't really know. It doesn't seem like it's hot. Like the ghost pepper popcorn, it doesn't seem like it's going to be. You would expect it to be hot,
right?
But it takes about 10 or 15 seconds for the heat to build up because the sugar kind of masks that heat.
Right.
And we got people walking away. They'll think, "Oh, it's okay," and all of a sudden they turn and look at us like, "Oh my God, this has got some serious heat," and they're really, really delicious.
That's awesome.
And then we also, for people like the extreme heat, we've got the Jolokia grinder. So inside the bottle here, it's a bunch of crushed Jolokia pepper in a grinder. And
so it's like a pepper mill. You can just grind it out, huh?
Now the other day we had blueberry scones and some fresh blueberry jam. And I took the grinder and ground a bunch of the Jolokia into the jam.
And for dumb people like me, they've even got directions on how to use the grinder. It's awesome.
Yep. And we've actually sold quite a few of these. People who like the extreme heat, because with our sauces, none of them are over the top. It's really more about the flavor. I grill a lot. I'm a pretty decent cook and love to do it, and I love things spicy. So I don't want things too hot. Because when I love to eat, I got to be able to taste the food.
Yep.
I also grill with a company in Southern California called Two Guys Grillin', and they've got a grill sponsor, and we do a lot of catering events, a lot of private events, corporate and charity events, and they love the sauces. So we bring, we serve all our barbecue and stuff with the sauces, and people love it. It's very well received.
It's awesome. Okay, and then we got a couple more on the corners there.
The new for us, a lot of people with our Caribbean spice sauce have asked us to put that into a rub form. And this is the Jolokia jerk, the ghost pepper jerk sauce, or rub. And so it's basically the same spice mixture as our Caribbean spice hot sauce, which is done very well. Multiple Scovie Award winners and Golden Chili Award. And we added the Jolokia, some black pepper, some cayenne pepper, paprika, just to spice it up a little bit, and it's really delicious.
Well, go ahead. What I was going to say was, so if they wanted, what kind of ingredients would people want to add if they wanted to make this a good wet jerk? I just like the wet jerk.
You could just take a little bit of olive oil.
Throw some olive oil in there?
And just mix it up into a paste and coat it on your chicken or whatever.
So chicken or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shrimp. One of the things that all my neighbors love is when I take a bag of shrimp, put a little oil on it, throw the rub on it, throw them on the grill. They're just in a little fire, just really, really delicious.
That's awesome. And then the other one over here?
The other one's an adobo rub, which is it's basically cumin, salt, sea salt, pepper, garlic, onion, oregano. And again, I like it spicy, so we added the jolokia, the same heat mixture that's in the jerk, and it's delicious on anything. Put some on a pizza the other night. Unbelievable, pretty fiery hot.
Right.
Just great flavor. French fries, burgers, chicken. It goes on everything.
Very cool, very cool. And then you've got your signature line of products that you already have out, and of course, cayenne habanero, I have an affinity for, but the Naga sauce here has a real similar flavor, but is way spicier because of the jolokia.
That's right.
So and kind of get into that with a little bit.
Well, a show like this, there are so many people that like extreme heat, and everybody comes to our booth and says, "Give me the hottest thing you've got."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, our sauce is really not that hot. It's really more about flavor." And so, with the jolokia and becoming so popular and pretty easily gotten, we decided we're going to come out with a spicier sauce. For the people that like extreme heat. Again, it's not extreme. I mean, there's a lot of other sauces here that are going to burn you a lot more than this will. But it's got the heat of the jolokia. Very, very tasty. Had it on wings the other day. Blown away at how good it tasted. And we literally just got all these products last week from our co-packer.
Oh wow!
I mean, this is the first batch of all these new products.
Right, absolutely.
And, the guys at Red Hot Foods in Santa Paula, California, our co-packer, have been really great to work with us. It's deadlines. The show's coming up. We had problems getting the labels done. We got to get them inspected by the state.
Right.
It was crazy.
But
it all worked out. And they've been over backwards for us. And it really worked out well.
That's awesome.
A lot of fun.
One of the things that it's nature of the beast. If you're not aware, jolokia peppers are quite a bit more expensive than your average habanero or jalapeno. So unfortunately, you think, oh, well, they made the bottle smaller because it's a really hot sauce. It's not that. It's actually because that you have to because the peppers are so expensive.
The jolokia is about 4 times more expensive than the habanero.
Yeah.
So this 8-ounce bottle of jolokia sauce costs about the same or maybe a little more than our 12-ounce XXX cayenne habanero sauce.
Yeah, and that's one of the really cool things about AllSpiceCafe sauces is, it's not a little 5-ounce bottle that you can barely use. It's a big 12-ounce bottle. You can actually be generous with it and not go, oh no, I'm going to have to order more.
Yep.
So yeah, that's very cool. Well, and I mean with your stuff, I don't think people order just a bottle at a time anyways.
No, well, this show has been awesome because every year we get return customers. And it's more and more each year. This is our 3rd year. And we have people coming back buying a case at a time.
Yeah.
We had one family were here yesterday. We saw them last year. Like our daughter loves your hot sauce. She's got your sticker in her car. It's amazing.
Yeah.
She came by a little while later with her friends. She's like, oh, we've got this one in the fridge and this one in the fridge and this one in the fridge. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
And so this year they came back. They bought 14 bottles of sauce. They bought a couple of the rubs, their favorite sauces. One of the new jolokia sauces. I mean, it's been great, and it's so great to see these people.